ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mixon with a first down carry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Well, getting this into the hands of Higgins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
So that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's taken in by Higgins. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And able to find Green. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
The 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on third and goal. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
And goal.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Fielded in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. On third and long, it's Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head-scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On second down, Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Let's go! That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Yeah, we dominate today.
Auden Tate there to make the grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Buffalo.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals' 46-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Allen, that's caught by his tight end Dawson Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Kevin Huber now. And no room for error here, as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. To return is Roberts. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From midfield, here's Allen, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Makes the score.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 62 yards. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's brought down after a very nice game. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From midfield now, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He's got his man here. It's Green. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 79 yards. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Burrow on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At the 18-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Burrow going to give this to Mixon, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now it's Burrow. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 7.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st down, Bills.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Davius White on the coverage.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. This one hauled in by Sample. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
For Davius White on the coverage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here,
This isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his running back, Mixon. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown. Bengals. Joe Mixon, who scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long.